Amplified Chicago podcast. This week we're coming to you from a brand new studio made for stuff like this. So if it sounds a lot better, then that might be the reason why. And it is not just Mariah and I here today. We are here with Chicago locals, Yada Yada. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hello.
Who do we have here? Say your name. What do you do?
I'll go first. I'm Ian. I'm from Yada Yada.
Hi, I'm Meg from Yada Yada.
What do you guys play? What do you do?
I sing in the band.
And I play the bass in the band.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice to have you guys. You're
Nice
kind
to
of
be here.
our guinea pigs here.
Yeah, thank you.
So thank you for putting up with us is what I think I was looking to say.
Hey, we're all in this together.
It's so true.
Perfect. We start with a pretty basic and boring question and just go up from there. What are your guys' musical roots? What kind of got you to where you are now? What's your first memories with music? Where does it all start?
You want to start?
Yeah, I guess I'll go because mine is probably severely less interesting. I was not a musician for too long. I mean, I played trumpet in the school band from like fourth grade until the end of high school. So that's my sort of baseline. But I eventually realized that I did not like playing the trumpet in high school. So I was like, I want to join jazz band. What's open? They needed a bass player. I'd already kind of taught myself how to learn guitar, so I figured bass would be, not too far removed from that. So I kind of taught myself how to play bass and read sheet music and joined the jazz band from there.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of similar. Like I kind of grew up just singing. Just around, not very like in a choir or anything. And when I got to high school, I met Wes, who is our guitarist, and kind of just as like a fun thing, we started doing this singer-songwriters club, and that was kind of my entryway into like songwriting and stuff like that. And just from there, we had a band in high school, and we kind of stopped playing music for a little while, and then moved to Chicago, and it just kind of happened naturally. We all met and formed the band.
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Monterey, California.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm from Galena, Illinois,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Nice.
out in the middle of nowhere.
Closer, though, than
Yeah.
Monterey.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm from Peoria, so.
Oh,
similar.
okay, yeah. We're from familiar territory.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
Is most of the band from Chicago, or are you guys kind of from Illinois generally, or are you all kind of from different places?
We're kind of from all over. I mean, Meg and Wes are from California. I think I'm actually the only one who's from Illinois.
Yeah.
Duncan is from Michigan, but he was born in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you can see, all the interesting people are not in the room right now. But no, Will's from New York, so we're all sort of from all over the place, really.
Mm.
All right. So how long have you guys kind of been together as Yada Yada?
In this formation, it's been about a year, probably,
Yeah.
with Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Ian and I were probably the foundation of the band, which started about, I would say, 2, or is it now 3 years ago?
It's almost 3, or
Oh
I
my
think maybe a
gosh,
little bit
time's
more
passing.
than 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but-
But yeah, we were in a different formation, a couple of different formations before, but Meg and I are the last remaining original Yadas. And as we sort of settled into what music we wanted to make, we found people that I think really gelled with that sound as we sort of came together into what we are now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So your first release was 2023, and then you have your second EP coming out this month. That'll be out by the time this is out.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say your writing and recording process has changed between that time?
Yeah, I think that we definitely, especially from a recording perspective, I don't think any of us had really recorded in like a professional setting before. So there is definitely like a learning curve to that, which is very interesting. Like I feel like we've learned so much just from even our release with Hothead to our release that's coming out at the end of the month. But I don't know.
I think also just in terms of like the act of recording something itself, I think we've learned a lot about. There was a lot of, just experimentation with like what is recording even like, because as a small local band, you get your friends to do it or you do it yourself, and there's not exactly a rule book for getting what's in your head onto a recording in a way that's super easy. I mean, some people have a natural thing for it, but I don't think any of us really were in that boat. I mean, just figuring out like even the difference between what your stuff sounds like in the room versus what it sounds like recorded was like a huge revelation that we're still trying to navigate. So.
Yeah, or even like when things are like in your head and you're like, how do I translate this, because I don't really know much about recording, and you learn a lot about that. And I think through the process that we've even gone through with this last record, like we've been able to figure out a lot more about it. Yeah.
I'm not really I'm not a part of the Chicago music scene per se, so I don't really know. I find it fascinating how bands and just musical acts start in general, and I don't know where the landscape is really right now. Did you guys start with playing more shows and kind of going from there, or did you start being like, I want to record these songs and kind of establish that, and then from there kind of branch outward?
Yeah, I think it was kind of a mix. I think the thing that's cool about the people in Yada is that we all sort of have an aspect of being a band that we really gravitate towards. Like for me specifically, I just wanted to hang out with, people that I liked and play music that I liked and write original stuff that I thought was interesting. The thought of playing a show had never even really entered my mind really until Meg came along, because then I was like, oh my God, finally someone who's good enough to, play a show. But it's definitely that sort of thing where it's like, I just want to make the music itself, whether it's recorded or not. I just enjoy the act of playing around, messing with different rhythms and, structures of songs and making new stuff. Whereas like, Meg is definitely more, I think, geared toward the performance aspect of it. I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think also like coming from a different state, coming to Chicago's music scene, it's so welcoming and such a community. So when I first moved here, I had like been able to go to a show, and I was like, wow, like it's such an amazing environment. So I think like when we did start, I was like, I'm eager to like get to know people and kind of be part of this,
Yeah, and I mean, and again, from like my perspective, I had maybe been to 2 concerts in my entire life before moving to Chicago for school. So like I was not familiar with any of that stuff at all. So this has just been like a super cool, like getting to know more aspects of music rather than just, listening to it on a CD or on a vinyl or, on an iPod or something like that.
Yeah, there's so many different scenes in Chicago, like across genres and stuff. And I feel like I'm always finding new bands they're all so talented as well. Like it's so cool to see so many people doing what they love.
Yeah, and it feels like all the different scenes are really kind of thriving right now. Like it's really cool to see all these different genres and all these different scenes tackling all these different venues, and like I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's something that is dominating Chicago right now. It feels like everyone's kind of in it,
coming up at the same time. Yeah, I could say that too.
Are there any major like differences that you've noticed from the California scene to Chicago?
Well, I think when we were living in LA, and this might have just been like a different time, but we tried very briefly to, Wes and I, the guitarist, to play in LA, and it's like a lot of the people that I had met out there, it seemed like they wanted to like, I don't know, try to find the wording for it, just like kind of sell like themselves like as a band rather than doing it because they like to. Whereas I don't know, I felt it was like really refreshing coming here and seeing people, they're just like, we don't care, we're just doing this because it's really, really fun. So that I feel like it takes a lot of pressure off of that, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
totally.
for sure. I saw that the new EP was recorded at Electrical. Had you guys been there before?
Yeah, we had been there briefly, and it was definitely somewhere that we knew that we wanted to record.
Mm-hmm.
We got in contact with Brian Fox, the person who recorded our EP, and we just had such a phenomenal experience with him. I think we would definitely go again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can speak more on.
Yeah, that I think Brian was just sort of like, I feel like we definitely learned the most from him making this EP, because it's like, you know, suddenly all the things in your head, you have someone who knows how to get it out. And it's like, okay, finally now I know how to get this sound that I'm looking for. Or maybe you have an idea that like you're not sure you have the knowledge to create. Like, you know, we involved a lot more instruments in general. Like there's the theremin on this EP, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Which was like, you know, when we first started the band, I'm like, you know, there'll never be a theremin in here. We're anti-theremin. And here we are doing the theremin, and it's awesome. It rocks. So
yeah, I love that story just so much, because we were like, something is missing on this song, and we like just don't know what it is. Like it sounds like this, like a violin or something, and he was like, oh, I'm just gonna add the theremin to it. None of us had ever like touched a theremin before, but yeah, like, we recorded it, and it was exactly what it needed.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
it's the moment where the old wizened veteran busts out Old Reliable and dusts off the case, and out comes this, you know, enchanted thing, and it was awesome. But
awesome.
Yeah.
What other types of ideas did you feel like became more accessible to you, if you can think of any examples off the top of your head, or just like things that specifically, seeing as the EP will be out once this is released, are there any specific moments or sounds that you're really happy with how they came out?
I mean, I think definitely something that we do for our live shows that we really hadn't been able to capture for our recorded stuff before was stuff kind of, I don't know, not necessarily like transitions between songs, but like the intro has a lot of really like spacey, layered effects happening that aren't necessarily a song per se, but it's sort of like an introduction to the, you know, aura of the album itself.
An overture, if you will.
Exactly. Yes. And we had kind of done something like that before on Hothead, when we did like an outro where we were like, oh, we're going to be so different and have like people talking in the background during the outro. That's how unique and cool. And I love the way that turned out, but this was just such a much more like specific thing, and it really, I think, helped set the tone for what the EP would become. And, you know, just the idea of it being there, I think, helped me, personally at least, visualize how these songs would all fit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Speaking of California and that kind of scene, you guys did a West Coast tour recently.
Yes.
What was that like, setting it up? What was it like going out west and kind of bringing your music over there, and what was the response like?
Yeah, I mean, it was a DIY tour that our buddy Eddie helped us set up. And it was so much fun. It really was like such a eye-opening thing that we were just like, gosh, we would love to do this like all the time. Even if you're getting like 4 hours of sleep and like just getting to the next venue just to play like a show every night. Like I don't know, that we had so much joy in that trip, and we really bonded, and we bought this like gigantic green van that we went in, and we had so many van problems, but like even despite all of that, we had just such a blast.
Yeah, I mean, even with how often the van was breaking down or overheating, I don't know that I would ever trade that experience for the world. I mean, it's such a unique thing to be able to do something like that, even on a small scale like what we did. But I feel like it really helped us get better at just the idea of performing consistently. and people always say that going on tour makes you better
tour
as a
tight.
musician, and that I think definitely was evident. I mean, we playing a show every other night was not only fun. I mean, you only get 4 hours of sleep, 6 hours if you're lucky, and then you go play a show, but the exhaustion of that doesn't even factor into how exciting it is just to play that much that often.
Yeah, and getting to know the other bands in all the other cities and like get insight into their scenes, and that was really cool. We made a lot of new friends.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere we went.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got to go to all these like venues that were really cool. Like I really liked the Kilowatt in San Fran. That was a really cool venue.
Kilowatt was cool. The place in LA was cool.
Permanent Records was so fun. That was a great show.
Yeah.
I loved the LA show. And the Denver show was a highlight of that.
Yes.
Of that tour,
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean, there were really no shows where I was like, oh man, I don't know if I could do this anymore. It's just, it was all so much fun.
Were you getting the vibe from the audiences that they had kind of like, I mean, did audiences, you're obviously from Chicago, did audiences know you? Did they kind of come expecting something, or?
Yeah, there were some people, like, it caught us off guard that they're like, I've been listening to your music. Like in LA, someone was like, oh, we drove from Santa Barbara to be here. And we were like, we didn't even know, like we don't know that. We're just a local band in Chicago. But it meant the world to us to know that like people out there listening that we don't even really know necessarily, Yeah. So.
Is there like one person who brings in ideas for songs? Do you write very collaboratively in rehearsals? How does that work?
I think it's a little combination of both. I mean, I think the biggest drivers, at least on like a person-to-person basis for the music that we write, are definitely Meg and Wes. I mean, I also think it's because they've been practicing what they do for so long that, when they get an idea, they can just, basically develop it in a single night, and by the time we get it to the rehearsal, all everybody else has to do is just write a part that fits with it. Obviously there's some stuff that changes in there, and we wrote a couple of the songs on this EP more collaboratively on ideas that other people had, for sure. But for me, at least personally, writing something new, it's either it's the painting of Adam, looking up to God, and you just get that sort of rush of creativity out of nowhere, and you're like, oh my God, I just wrote an awesome song and I love it. Or you spend 6 months hating this one idea, and you're like, oh, God, this song sucks. And then eventually the other 4 people in the band are like, actually, it's good, and this is why. And then we, write all these other parts and change it around, and it becomes something fun.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Wes and I live together, so that also makes it
that also
easier.
helps.
Like, because like,
Sure.
because especially for songwriting, I don't know. It's hard for me to just like sit down and be like, okay, I'm writing a song. Like it really just like it has to hit me the right way to feel inspired to write. And but usually it's like it's lucky because I'll be at like home and go, okay, Wes, I want to start writing, and he's there, so it's easy to just kind of like smash some ideas out.
Yeah.
But yeah, even like when we are all together, we're able to like, sometimes bring like certain ideas and be like, oh, maybe we can add like this idea from this song and kind of like move stuff around until it like comes together to be something that I think all the songs we add our own parts, but there are definitely more songs on this EP that we've been like, okay, this doesn't quite work. Like, let's put this from this over here.
Yeah.
And puzzle piece it.
There have also been like a couple of moments too where it's like one of us just has a want to have a song that is like a certain thing. Like, I don't know if it was Meg or somebody else who was like, we should do like a post-punk kind of gothy song. And that was enough for all of us pretty much to write Zealot, which is the song that just came out yesterday. But yeah, even just like ideas that are that small, that's like, oh, I want to play a song that sounds kind of like this.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you more of a lyrics first or like melody first?
Melody first, like singing, shouting gibberish, and then like kind of finding more so like rhythm and stuff. kind of is where that happens, and then like the lyrics kind of come after that.
Yeah.
I would say.
That's what I hear more often. I feel like it's like shifted with time. I don't know.
It used to be lyrics first, actually.
I don't know. When I think of older artists, I feel like I imagine them like writing their lyrics and stuff.
Yeah,
first,
in
and
the
then like melody.
notebook.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a stereotype, though. I'm not sure.
I definitely have like a notes app full of just like random sentences sometimes, and like so I'll basically like I'll think of something when I'm just like out in the world, jot it down. And then I'll do that with the songs and be like, I wonder if any of this can kind of fit into the songwriting. But yeah, a lot of the time it's just like, you know, you're on the fly, kind of like what can work here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I just want to clarify because I'm very curious. You and Wes went to high school together and lived together. But you two are the oldest members of this current iteration of the band.
Yes.
What brought Wes in inevitably?
Yeah, well, before, when I was in Chicago previously, Wes was going to school here, and he kind of is what brought me to over here. So I basically was like kind of looking for a musical outlet, and like Ian and the previous members had kind of had something going on.
Yeah, it was me and a couple other guys who had this project that we wanted to, you know, start a band, and it was, you know, a guitarist, a bassist, and Andrew Pridmore. Yeah, funnily enough.
Friend of the show.
Yes, exactly. But, you know, none of us were exactly super confident in our, like, singing ability, and we knew we needed just sort of, like, a front person. And that's sort of where Meg came in. It was on, like, like that... They call it like Tinder for musicians.
Oh, really?
The Vamper.
Yeah, Vamper.
Yeah, I didn't know anyone in the city at that time, and I was kind of like, I just really want to like start playing music again. I'll give this a shot, like I guess. And yeah, we ended up meeting that way, and it was like we jammed, and it was one of those moments where like, should we start a band?
Yeah.
Like, should we just do this?
And honestly, like ever since that first rehearsal, it was pretty much an instant lock that it's like, yeah, this is the stuff that we've all been looking for.
Yeah, we brought some covers to it to like, we're like, okay, let's learn the covers, like do those, see how it feels, and then we're like, yeah, this feels good. We should continue with this. But Wes was going to school at the time, and I think it was at the point I was playing guitar in the band, and I'm not a very good guitarist, and I just kind of was like, I would much rather focus on singing. And that's when I, you know, had played music with Wes for years prior, so it was just kind of a
natural fit.
Yeah, natural fit. You want to come join the band?
Yeah.
Situation.
Well, and we had pulled Wes up on stage previously as a sort of shoe-in soloist at one of our previous Halloween shows. We're like, we need somebody who can just really shred while we play this spooky song.
Yeah.
And Wes was like, I'll do it, and we were like, oh, thank God. And yeah, ever since then it was just sort of how it happened, you know.
Yeah. That stuff always seems to just fall into place. You find the people you're meant to be with. Yeah.
What really quickly, what were a couple of the covers that kind of locked you guys in?
Ooh.
There were a few. It was mostly Pixies to begin with is kind of where we started out with. And I think early on we drew a lot of inspiration and kind of still do from Pixies.
I have a theory that every band is influenced.
So
by
true.
Pixies.
You always
Absolutely.
hear that.
Yep.
That name is all over.
I mean, especially here in Chicago. I mean, it's so tough to get away from their influence. I mean, they're so good.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not pull stuff from them? But yeah, it was a couple of Pixies songs.
We played my favorite song of all time, "Rich" by Yadayadachi. That was one of them.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Well, we tried to.
Yeah.
we definitely tried to. And then one was a Beach Bunny song. Sports by Beach Bunny was one of them.
I don't know that we ever performed that one though.
No, we didn't perform any of
No.
them. No. These were just the ones from the first
the first
time that we
practice.
tried to do them, you know.
A Fever to Tell Yaya's cover makes sense.
Fever to
Yes.
Tell by Yayaz is one of my favorite albums of all time. Love that album so much.
Yeah, it's we've done so many. We try to at least keep a rotating cast of covers in our sets.
Sure.
Just because we think it's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We have a very fun cover coming up at our Halloween show.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Should it be a secret?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
Okay,
secret.
but off mic, we'll.
Yeah,
Off
you'll
the
find out.
record, you'll get to know.
find
but
out.
Actually,
I
it'll
hate
be-
I
Oh,
hate when
it will be
podcasts do
after.
that, so it's so nice
It'll
to
have
be.
happened
Yeah.
already,
Okay,
though.
it'll have happened. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
you want to do the honors?
Yeah, for those who were there or maybe not there.
Do we have to censor ourselves?
Do we have to censor? Yeah, can we swear?
No. Yes. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Wrong-
No,
no,
yeah,
you don't have to censor yourself.
Say the name.
The name of the cover is. Yeah, sorry, I might peek the mic if I do
You're good.
that. No, we were actually covering "Fuck the Pain Away" by Peaches. If you know that song, that's sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me.
Okay, wait. This is a full digression because I'm so confused. Because my partner and I once heard a guy at Bike Pass going "fuck the pain away," and we were like, "What is
Yes.
that?"
Yeah.
Years later, we heard, Idols just did a cover of it.
Did they? Oh,
Mood Swings.
Oh,
Yes.
And we were like, "Is this the song?" And I was like, "Wait, Mood Swings is a cover of someone else."
Yes.
But you're telling me that that's not even the song.
I don't believe so. No.
No.
Because
No.
those are now I'm lost.
I know where I am.
There's if you've ever heard of the show Letterkenny?
No.
Okay, never mind
Sorry.
then. This is
Yeah, I
this is
don't
a
know that
reference
either.
that is non-consequential. But I'm trying to think of like an example of like media that song has been in, because like the intro line "sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me"
Yeah.
is so iconic,
So iconic.
and I have no idea where it came from either.
Okay.
They covered it in the show Sex Education. It was performed by like the high school.
I
Yes.
forgot about
it was
that.
In, it was
That's
in that, but
right.
like I seem to remember this from even when I was in high school in like 2015 around there.
my first
But I might be crazy.
time hearing this song was in Jackass, and that little like interlude.
It was
You
in
remember that?
Jackass?
Yeah. That was
Which
my first
one?
time. The second one, when he's the
Jackass
old
2.
man.
Oh, I just watched that
Yeah.
recently for the
So
first time.
there you go. We're
Yeah.
playing "Fuck the Pain Away" by Peaches from Jackass,
Jackass 2.
Look it up.
If you're looking for a point of reference, go watch Jackass
To
2.
prepare for the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we should get into
I was
the
gonna say,
random
do we
questions
wanna-
because we're running short on time. Since it is October,
Yeah.
I'm going back to my ghost question.
Of
Do you
course.
believe in ghosts? And have you had any ghostly encounters? If
Okay.
so.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't know this, but I am a uniquely qualified individual to speak on this.
You are a ghost.
I am a ghost,
You
actually.
passed away
Personally.
No,
5 years ago.
I am not a ghost, but I am a former ghost tour guide.
Ooh.
So I know a
From
lot
where?
in Galena, Illinois, where
Okay.
I'm from, which has like 500 different ghost tours.
Notoriously
Yeah.
haunted.
Yes. I mean, Civil War town, dead bodies buried under the cobblestones.
Racist ghosts.
Racist ghosts, the whole nine. It's if you're looking to get haunted by a guy in a funny uniform, that's the place to go. That being said, I don't believe in any of it. It's a total sham. Except when it happens to me, and then it's real and it's scary and I hate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
A lot of the stories from Galena are like, oh, this guy was, in a jailhouse and he slit his own throat and you can still hear him wheezing in the attic to this day. Ah!
That's
that
good.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You with the frilly shirt and the lantern.
And- oh my God, yeah. There are pictures of me out there in my ghost tour guide
Whoa.
uniform.
I really want to be a ghost tour guide.
Yes. It's a lot of fun, especially the one that I was a part of. It was very like historically based. So I literally was wearing like historical clothing,
Yeah,
like a
yes.
double-breasted vest. I carried like a literal wooden lantern with a candle inside of
That's
it.
awesome.
It was so sick.
I have a thought about like Ouija boards, where I'm like, like Ouija boards lose all their credit to me when I realize that like Hasbro has licensed them.
Yes.
So that to me makes sense that it's like ghosts kind of lose their credit once you're being tipped at the end of the night. To be like, hey, thank you. Like,
Exactly.
It's just business.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, that's why I personally don't believe in a lot of it. However, there are some things that like I've experienced that I'm like, I have no way to explain this.
Yeah.
Whether that's lack of knowledge or supernatural stuff, that's for you to decide.
Yeah. When I was living in Australia, I had a sleep paralysis episode.
Ooh.
So that really freaked me out and made me go, I don't know what that was, but that sucked. But that was my only like real
Yeah.
the
experience.
Australia
with it.
angle of it's pretty massive, I feel like. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like there are different myths and stuff,
Yeah.
Australia
Yeah.
specific, that
Mm-hmm.
could back that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spooky.
It is
very
spooky.
spooky for October.
I never had a sleep paralysis demon. I did have horrible night terrors of the craving monster from the honeycomb cereal commercials, if you remember that guy.
Terrifying.
Yeah. If you don't know what he looks
look him
like,
up.
look him up after this and you'll be scared.
Get
too.
ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Viewer beware. You're in for a scare.
What
Okay,
else do you want to
Let's
ask?
do last question.
Last question.
If
okay.
you had to make a PowerPoint presentation on one topic using just information that you have in your head, just something you know a lot about, you have 5 minutes to make the presentation, what would it be?
You go first.
You can't search anything. It's like your own knowledge.
No
Ooh.
Googling.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. No, you go. If you
Okay,
have it. Yeah, you're like, I already have it.
I have a couple of different things. My thing is the connection between Coca-Cola and Nazis.
Whoa.
I can't top this. So
thing
I'm
is,
not
I
even gonna
don't-
say.
I don't have, or it would be Ape War.
Ape War?
The impending Ape War.
Yeah.
Because,
Wow.
and I'll really quickly.
Ape versus AI.
Yes.
Yes.
Really quickly, back during World War II, Coca-Cola was not allowed to sell Coca-Cola to the Nazis, so they invented Fanta to sell to Nazi Germany. So Fanta is like Nazi cola, basically. Just saying.
I'm learning
Wow.
new things.
So I don't drink Fanta, but
We don't endorse Fanta.
Yeah,
on
we
this
don't
lost
endorse
our
Fanta.
Coca-Cola
Yeah.
sponsorship.
Yes.
Nazi Cola, I think, was what lost it.
yes.
Wait, no, but Coke wasn't selling.
No,
They
it
were the
wasn't-
good
It wasn't
guys.
Coke that was selling in Germany because the United
Yeah.
States forbade it. So the guy who was the German representative for Coca-Cola in Germany at the time was like, well, we'll just make a new soda and
Wow.
keep making money from both sides.
Fanta's pretty different from Coke, too. That's like...
It is, yeah.
Orange.
Yeah.
It's a bit worse. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Fanta
it-
sucks.
They must have liked it.
Yeah.
They like.
So that would be my first one. The other one is that apes are now, well, I don't know if this is official, but apes are slowly moving into the Stone Age of their evolution. There have been multiple reports of orangutans showing chimps how to create and use stone tools.
Where are your sources?
I saw it online. I'd have to show it. I'd have to bring it up. Listen, if you said no Googling, so
That's fair. That's fair.
but
I expect printed out.
next time we're on, I'll bring my manifesto for Ape War.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah, but I just wanted to let you guys know so that you can decide whether or not you want to be Team Human or Team Ape when the time
Wow.
comes.
Sure.
Because once they learn how to drive and communicate, it's over for
Yeah,
us.
but to be fair, I think it took humans a while to get to Stone Age to driving.
That's true. But, they're standing on the shoulders of giants. Once they learn how to do that, they could progress a lot
This is true.
faster.
This is true.
So,
Have you seen the videos of like, it's like an ape at a zoo, and there's a kid with fruit snacks, and it's like,
it's
like
the
it's
orangutan
all that.
finger.
Oh my god, we
Like
do
I
that at
want-
practice all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are
Give me-
huge proponents of the orangutan finger. If you see
Yeah.
something you don't speak.
Give me.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out that like Jane Goodall was like the guardian. You know when
Yeah.
it's like
The one
it-
holding
it,
all
like,
the
yeah,
back.
now that she's gone, what was she stopping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you see an orangutan driving a tank down the street,
Mm-hmm.
everybody thinks it's the
Said it
National
first.
Guard coming into town. It's not.
That's why they always
It's
have the
the
masks.
orangutans.
That's why the masks are on. It's all chimpanzees.
Yes.
You've been warned.
Honestly, that would be scarier.
Mhm.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Meg, what is your?
I don't think I can follow up after that. I don't know.
No, you can.
No. I want to be on Ape War as well.
What about the chipmunks?
The chipmunks. No, not the chipmunks. Ugh. I don't know. Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
What about the chipmunks?
Yeah, what we can just
Which
say what about
chipmunks,
the
first of
chipmunks and
all?
not explain.
This is
the
such a
chipmunks?
Yeah, like Alvin,
Yeah.
Simon, and
Ah.
Theodore.
Yeah.
The crew.
I was showing this movie to the little girl I nanny for. It's called The Great Chipmunk Adventure. It's from like 1983. But like I was like looking it up and I was like, gosh, this is kind of like racy for like a
Yeah.
kids movie.
Yeah.
And so like there was like this Reddit post from this guy who was just saying that the movie was like so feminist and he was just like dogging on like Brittany, like the female chipmunk, and just being like
Yeah.
it was so ridiculous. It was so crazy. And it was just this whole like dissertation about it. And we were like in the van the other day, just like, what the?
Yeah, not
going
not to
on?
call out one stranger on the internet, but
Yeah.
this was
Yeah.
like a really crazy Reddit post about this movie being too feminist, and it
Yeah.
was just
Oh,
shocking.
like too feminist that it was a problem?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what this person was
Yes.
saying.
That changes.
So yeah,
They're
I
like,
would be
yeah.
fighting
Yeah.
that guy.
Chipmunk
That's
movie
good.
bad because woke is what he
Yeah,
was saying.
literally what he was saying.
1995 chipmunk movie.
Not,
And it
not
was,
even
it
like
was like 2024 when this was
1982.
posted. I
Yeah.
was like, who is
Yeah.
this person? And he was so angry about this chipmunk movie. And I was just like,
Yeah.
oh my
Pretty shocking.
gosh.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be so pissed off. When
Yeah,
the
he's
chipmunks
gonna hear
enter
this.
The
He's gonna
Stone
get
Age.
another
Yeah.
post.
It's over.
Exactly.
Do we have to
Okay.
wrap up?
Yeah, it's 2:08, so
This was good. This was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you.
having
Thanks
us.
for
Thank
having
you for
us.
being here.
Yeah, this was a blast. I'm glad I finally got a platform to talk about Ape War.
Yeah.
This
We
is-
want to. So we've been threatening this since the beginning of the podcast,
Yeah.
but I do think it's still possible.
we have a space now.
We want to. This?
We could make it work.
We want to do a PowerPoint night for our guests who
Ooh.
have all been
Anyone who
on,
wants
Okay.
to.
where everyone can kind of
Do a little presentation.
deliver on what they said they would.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're gonna make us put our money where our mouth
Yes.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to redact everything I just said.
Trust me,
Yeah.
it's more interesting than
Okay,
some
fair
of the
enough.
things we heard. Anything else?
No. I
We're
think
gonna
that's
record
it.
our live session now. A little bit of
Yeah.
synergy, cross promotion.
We'll be out around the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Let's do it.
And
keep an eye out for that. And
yeah. Again, we're at a new space. If you're looking to do a live session or be on the podcast or looking to get any music recorded,
Yeah.
if you want to work with the Amplified team, feel
reach
free to
out.
reach out. The email will be in the description.
All set.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys. It's
Of
been great.
course. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Bye.